Welcome to Linear League Round 4. We are back at the mighty Brasenose 1, a lake that anything can happen on.
So this is a bit different intro this time. We got this special fish as a trophy of Linear League, and we managed to get permission from Chris, the manager of Linear, to actually be able to place it in the tackle shop, which we highly appreciate. From now on, whoever going to win Linear League will have their name engraved in a plate and added onto the trophy. These are all the qualifiers from the previous years, and we got a couple of people that already won it. So exciting times. We will find the space in the shop and then feel free to pop around and have a good look at it. Good morning everyone, Linear League round 4. Thank you very much for attending. When it comes to the whole routine, same as always, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, load off your gear, 10 o'clock to 11, mark up, bait up, and then from 11 o'clock you can start to fish. What an exciting start, round 4B1, within a short space of time. A couple of fish already came out. We got section 19, the first fish of the match.
The draw wasn't lucky again. We ended up 12 or 13 in a draw, and one of the options left was peg 19, which is area between Brasenose 1 and Brasenose 2. We set up, and because we seen a fish cruising on the top, we decided to
not to disturb too much.
Yeah, and just get off the surface.
And it paid off.
And it paid off.
Then we got section 7 behind us, 2 fish in the sling. They have it from the surface, from the zig, you name it, they have it at the moment. About the wind, we've got southwest wind, really nice weather at the moment, about 21 degrees. And we were really cautious as we arrived because we thought they might start to spawn once again, which would be a really bad luck considering the fact that 2 weeks ago on the same lake they were spawning. But luckily, they are on the munch, they're having it, and as I said already, it's 4 fish out.
Down in peg 7, down on B1, I'm here on my own for the weekend. Managed to put some mixes out and got them troughing. I've managed to have two in quick succession. Yeah, hopefully we can pick up some better fish.
That's the first one for me and Lee then. Taking on my usual tactic of poaching his swim.
As always.
But yeah, I had this one on the surface a couple hours into the match. We're nicking the odd bite here and there, but this is the only one we've actually managed to land. But long may it continue. Hopefully we have a few more. You fish diddler.
Lovely, you know. Might only be the first time I catch a fish. I'll see a fish in my swim.
We are still getting fish off the surface. The initial tactic was out of 26 drops and heavy spotting, but we had loads of fish showing right in front of us. So we switched to the surface, and it definitely paid off because now we filled our board.
You just seen the couple fish we've caught. We did catch them off the top. Pavel had 3 fish in total. I had 1. The last fish he had was 25-12. I was lucky enough to actually get a 30-pounder in. It was 32 some ounces. I'm not good with this, but it was 30 plus, which was great. Catching them off the top, Pavel started. He came prepared with the surface rod, which was his barbell rod he uses to catch chub on the river. Funny of all, I didn't prepare myself, so I had to sacrifice one of my regular rods and just be a little bit creative. So this is what I did actually. Spontaneously had to actually adapt. I'm using one of my favorite actually. This is Fox controller, invisible. What I like about this is actually you can fill it up with water to the level that is suitable for the range you want to achieve, which is great. Then going through the hook link, and I used Fox zig and floater hook size 6 with sticky bait, 12 millimeters krill pop-up soaked in spicy crab goo. And our free offerings today were actually sticky floaters at first, but what we've noticed, they didn't really work that well, so we put some salmon oil on top of them, and then we went heavier on the baiting, because at first we literally catapult few, and then I spot out few, and then the fish start to compete, which brought more bites, which is great. And then we only 7 hours in. The good news is we've got full scorecard now with 5 fish on it, with 2 average 30 pound. So hopefully we're gonna go to the final. We fish linear quite a lot, and from experience we tried 26 wraps and spotting and zigs and everything. It didn't quite work. The fish were close in, so we've noticed this and we actually switched to the surface fishing. If you want to go and find out a little bit more, you can go on our Wandering Carpers channel as well, when we have a few videos fishing linear.
What a day has been. First 12 hours is gone. We have seen multiple tactics. A lot of people have been catching fish over the surface, and now as obviously getting into the night time, we can see that people are swapping to zigs and of course to the bottom as well. Will be interesting to see if anyone able to land anything from the bottom or zigs. Obviously surface is not quite of an option at night time, so let's see whether the bites will slow down or actually we will see more fish by the time it's morning.
Once darkness fell, it was time for both Section 2 and Section 3 to have their chance to climb up the leaderboard. With both of these fish coming off the bottom, it was looking promising. With multiple other fish coming out around the lake, it was only a matter of time before the fish were back on the surface, and Section 17 wasted no time at all in putting the mixers out and getting them really going.
So basically this morning we woke up, what, 4 o'clock?
About 4 o'clock, yeah.
We had no jaw in the bottom. We put a couple spombs of dog biscuits out and they got straight on it. So that's all we've been doing this morning, just 4 or 5 foot hook links, just fishing on for top, and well, we had 3 fish on it. So
Quite quick time as well.
yeah, so we're just going to keep plodding on today and just
Hope that wind stays off
Yeah,
the back of us,
yeah.
and we can
nick a few more hopefully.
Right, here's one that I just had, 31.8. Only me for this one, as we've got fish taken off the top now. So Willie's giving it a go. Hopefully we can catch a few more.
Alright, my name's Reese.
I'm Martin.
And this is our first time fishing Linear League. We're on Section 15. I've just caught this 30 pound 2 ounce from it,
Yeah, 30
off the surface. And yeah, the session's been a bit slow to start with, but we've managed to get them going on biscuits, and this is the result.
Turned up late yesterday. We've got 5 fish on the board, all coming at zigs at range, spotting over the top. Happy days.
Linear League is the one.
After releasing those fish from Section 16, it was a quick zip round to the opposite side to Section 5 to snap a few carp the lads had managed to bank, before then heading on a small venture back to the causeway to Section 19 for the first 40 pounder of the match, and a PB for Pavo, which was celebrated in style.
Right, here we go, guys. Pack 19 again. We just had a number of fish landed this morning, including this nice jet black 30, and Pavel just holding his 40
PB.
and 2 ounces and a PB off the top. We didn't change any tactics from yesterday. We carried on fishing off the top this morning. We just went heavy on this chili salmon oil on those floaters. Seems like the whole lake watching us is doing exactly the same, so it's good close match.
So here we are, following the social break, 24 hours pretty much gone, and what a match, right?
It's been ups and downs, I would say. It's been.
Well,
great.
you're saying that because you blanked.
I know.
That's what.
I know.
So did I. So I'm allowed to say it.
Well, we haven't blanked yet. We're still, pretty much halfway through, just over halfway through now. So
That's
I mean,
it. Let's keep the hope.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
when it comes to B1, generally speaking, it is actually fishing all right.
Yeah, really well.
We already had a 40-pounder.
Yeah, loads of 30s.
Low of 30s.
Yeah. Mixed tactics as well. It's not just one thing. It's either on the top or it's either zigging it.
That's what makes it interesting.
And on the bottom now the wind's picked up and coming across the lake. It's it's doing this.
Yeah, but anyways, let's not talk tactics because what do we know, right? So
That's
far
it.
we
We're
haven't
no good.
managed to pull it off, yeah.
Sunburnt and raw, I would say.
That's it,
Yeah,
that's
mate,
it.
yeah.
But going well, enjoying the weather at least.
Yes.
And
good.
yeah, the lads are absolutely smashing it. I think one pair actually got close to take a lead on the whole
Yes, very
scoreboard,
close.
right? So
Yes,
very
I
close.
believe
They are
so,
about 4 pounds away now
Yeah.
to overtake Willie and Lewis. And it will be interesting to see whether that will happen or not.
It's a very tight one, isn't it?
Very.
It's B1. It's very close all the time. It twists things. It's one person could be up there, and then a matter of an hour.
Blink of an eye, boom, changed.
That's it.
But that's why we love it, don't we?
That's it, mate. That's it. So it's good. It's good.
That's it. So end of the day, that's the update for you guys now, and then let's have a look if he's gonna carry on fishing as he did throughout the first 24 hours.
Once the social break was finished, it was less than 30 minutes before we got the call to head over to section 10 as they had landed multiple fish straight away.
Okay, so we've had these 2 fishes exactly after the social. It was a zig and a bottom, exactly after 10 minutes and 15 minutes after the social. That's why we're here now with these lovely 2 fishes. This one has 30 pounds and 8 ounces, is it?
Same mine, 30 pound 8 ounces.
And we are quite happy because these 2, they are putting us on the 2nd place now. And we try to fight more, and hopefully we manage to get on the 1st place. That's why we're here, yeah.
The weather fronts just came in exactly how I've anticipated, so that's the reason why I chose section 7. This is the first time I've fished the Big and Carp Cup. I normally fish the UK Carp promotions and the BCACs, so it's not my first time fishing the match scene. I'll show you through some of the tactics that we use down here on B1 on a south-westerly in this swim. So I found a little spot down to the right hand side in the bay, fishing up against the weed bed. I'm just fishing little Ronnies, size 6 fang twisters with some orange pop-ups, popping a little dendrobina over the top of it. And all I'm putting out for bait, feed bait, is chopping a load of dendrobinas up and putting half a tin over it. So 2 tins in size of dendrobinas and then 1 tin sweet corn. And then every time I have a fish, I'm putting 4 spoms out. So 1 tin of sweet corn, 2 tins of dendrobinas chopped up, equivalates to 4 spoms on the spot every time I've caught a fish. So currently we're sat in section 7. There's a big southwesterly come in, there's a bit of rain, so anyone that fancies fishing this swim, definitely get yourselves down here with a southwesterly blowing.
So we are 36 hours in the match. A lot has happened actually today. Quite a few places has been changed. I believe about 3 pairs managed to move up on the scoreboard. altogether in between 12 to 15 fish has been landed, so pretty good day. However, the other side of the lake, which has been producing fish all this time, went really quiet. Probably is due to the fact that the wind has changed, and it's interesting to see how the wind actually pushed the fish up. Now this is slightly a different video than usually what we do, more in depth, more tactics, as we're trying to also help obviously anglers that might watch this video and planning to head down to Linear. So yeah, expect a bit more in depth details. So let's see what tonight brings, if there will be any more changes on the scoreboard, and fingers crossed, last 12 hours, good luck.
With the final hooter being very close, Lewis and Willie over in section 14 were really pushing hard and showing some exceptional teamwork, but unfortunately didn't manage to change their current positioning within the league. In saying that, next door in section 13, Josh and his dad managed to put themselves a 40-pounder on the board in the final moments of the match.
Alright, good morning. This is the award ceremony of round 4B1. Thank you very much for staying behind. We always appreciate that. I always like to say that this is something that we're very good at. Usually most competition, the competitors leave straight away unless they are on the podium. I can see 20 odd people here at least, so thank you very much for that. First of all, let me thank Bruce, as he was the head marshal of this competition. Also Kyle and also Jamie. Of course, they worked really hard. A lot of fish has came out, so they really had to be on point with everything. And then let's go in. Well, just to sum up what has happened, I think everyone had a fair chance to land the fish this time around. First 24 hours was the Causeway side of the lake, and then the second half was more about, of course, the other side. And we can see that the scoreboard is really fair in terms of sections. You know, it wasn't too peggy this time around. Altogether, we managed to get 20-30 pounders, which is a great result, I think. 2 40s. And yeah, it will be interesting to see how the overall scoreboard has changed now. Okay, so we're going to start with the biggest fish award. We got PB Products. They provided bits and bobs for the winner. And the winner is Josh Bennett with 40 pound 14 ounces. Well done, guys. If you could come forward, Josh. Nice one, man. Well in. There you go, bits and bobs to Tyrix and that. Yeah, thank you very much. And then moving on. So let's have a look. So we got at third place Willie Wilson Louis Brown with 145 pound 13 ounces. Well done, guys. Interesting little story. 15 minutes after the hooter went off, they landed a 39 pounder, which doesn't count. But it is what it is.
Sure, pick the right ones up there.
When was the actual bite? 10 minutes?
10 minutes after.
10 minutes, 10 minutes after, yeah.
No worries,
Thank you very much.
There you go.
Cheers, thank you.
Don't leave me hanging.
Sorry, bro.
Nice one, mate.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
You got a few of these now, innit? There you go. All right, second place. Well, fairly new to the competition. This is your first time, isn't it? Fair play. They managed to catch up in the last 24 hours. Tiberu Konachi Alex Zlampa. Have I pronounced it right? Yeah? With 148 pounds 6 ounces. Well done, guys. Okay, and now we go on top of the podium. At first place, with a banging 169 pounds 15 ounces, Pavel Bellis and Tomas Sova. The big boys with the big fish, right? They also got a 40 pounder, so that's it, big boys, big fish. His name is Mr. Giant, look, printed on the shirt.
With round 4 over and plenty of changes made, it's now time to see what round 5 holds on the mighty Oxleys.